Welcome, Cleaning Nation, to another exciting episode of the Grow My Cleaning Company podcast. If that is you own a cleaning company, you're looking to start a cleaning company, and are serious about growing, you are in the right place. Before we get started, go to growmycleaningcompany.com. Not only are all our podcasts, blogs, videos, all the geniuses there. I just made a video for you about the 5 shifts you and your company need to make to build the cleaning company that you've always dreamed of, the one that behaves and serves you in your life as opposed to the other way around. Today, we are chatting with Everett Winchester, by far the fanciest name we've had on this podcast, from MC Janitorial Services. Everett and his company have been serving both commercial and residential clients in the Maryland, D.C. area for over a decade. If you want to reach out to Everett and his team, you can hold them at www.cleanthebest.com. Everett, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
So right off the bat, before we get into coaching, I have 2 comments I feel like I've got to make. Everett Winchester, aside from being fancy, starts with neither the letter M nor the letter C. So how did a man named Everett Winchester come to own a company called MC Cleaning?
Well, it actually started with a former coworker who, when I was trying to start the business, he had gave me the name Master Cleaning or something like that, and then he was African, so he had a weird Swahili name to it, and we were trying to do a lot of different ventures, and I kept having issues pronouncing the name, so I just went with the MC.
You could have gone with weird Swahili cleaning company. That I don't think that's taken. I think that's available. You could probably still do that now if you want.
I think the MC is okay.
Okay, we'll stick with the MC. You're the owner. I'm going to support you however you want to do it. I just, just throwing stuff out there. I was going to bust your chops about something else. Oh, I love the, where's your website again? It was like The Best Cleaning. Where is it? I lost it. What's your website again?
Cleanthebest.com.
www.cleanthebest.com. Yeah, again, I was telling you off the air, I'm like, I think that's going to do better than Clean Not So Bad. It's okay cleaning.com. Those guys struggle. So well played on the on that piece of it. All right, man. What's going on in your life today that hopefully I can give you some value in?
Well, we're doing well to the point where the business is growing, and it's actually affecting the day job.
Okay.
So I think we're going to take that leap, leave the job, but I did it before. A while ago.
It didn't stick?
I had to go back to work.
Dang it.
So this time I want to make sure I have the process and the foundation to where when I make this leap, I'm good to go. I can stay there. And I think that's where I messed up at the last time.
Okay, cool. Well, I got to tell you, you are the first person I've ever talked to that left their day job for a cleaning company and didn't have massive success. So I want to tell you that odds are with you. When you go full-time, most of the people I've seen do this or walk through this process with, they'll double their company in 6 months of, you know what I'm saying? Just their growth goes much, much faster. So I'm confident you can do it. That's the first piece. The second is we want to make sure we've got a plan. I'm guessing what happened before when you left that didn't take is you found yourself working on the wrong things. That's the one kind of booby trap you can run into, which is getting panicky, because a lot of times what happens is you're used to this income from the like you said, the day job, and then you go to the cleaning company and it may or may not be, oftentimes it's getting close to being able to support you but not there, right? So oftentimes we get panicky seeing the bank account go down and what we do in our I don't want to say panic, but sure, we'll stick with that. In the mindset, we go, I gotta save some money, and the quickest way to seemingly save money is I'll clean. I'll do more cleaning, right? That's the correct way. And the problem is that is a bear, because when you're cleaning, quote unquote, saving money, who's running the damn company, right? No, spoiler alert, it's nobody. The company's just spinning out of control. Right. It's like, yeah. So that's the first and foremost thing, is you've got to fight the urge to start cleaning, because no matter how good you are, how fast you are, what you do with the numbers, and people say, we make $30 an hour or $40. No, you don't. We only pay cleaners $15 an hour because that's what it makes, right? So if we can pay someone else $15 an hour, that's all we're saving when we do the cleaning ourselves. The problem is, I'm guessing your job probably pays you $15 an hour or more, And that's not why you quit for, is to quit one $15 or less job to go to another 15, or, that's not why you're quitting to go to a $15 an hour job cleaning, correct?
Correct. Definitely not.
Okay. So that's the first and foremost. You got to put your hand over your heart, to whoever your partner's wife, spouse, whoever is, and say, I swear I will not clean. I'm assuming now, because you've got the full-time job, you're not cleaning, correct?
I'm cleaning. Yes, I'm definitely cleaning.
Okay.
And it was to the point where, I just can't do both any longer.
Okay.
I won't make it what I'm making at my day job, but being an entrepreneur and being on my own and having the ability to grow this thing, it's I can support myself, and I think I can grow at this time to where I'm making way more than I would be doing at my day job, and it's more fulfilling when you have your own business. So I just, I think that's where I want to take it.
Okay, and let's make a distinction. In my humble opinion, by my definition, and this isn't just, I'm not trying to pick on you, Everett, but for everyone out there listening, I don't consider, quote unquote, having a company where you clean, even if you have a couple of people helping you. To me, that's not a company. It's just another job where you've got some helpers, right? Like my landscapers that come out and do the landscaping. Maybe he's got a couple of helpers, but if he's got to do it and bill it and get the accounts and clean the thing and hire the people and do all that stuff, that's not really a business. It's just he's self-employed, right? He's not an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is the landscaper who's out at the beach, right? Where his guys are here cleaning my house, and they're doing all the headache, and he's doing what he wants to do. So sounds like that's where you want to go, correct?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Yes, you got me smiling as soon as you said that. That's definitely where I want to go.
Okay, and
where I'm not working, to where I'm doing owner type thing.
Yes. Good. Because if we don't have that mindset, I'm like, I don't know about leaving a job for another crappier job. I don't know what you do, but I'm guessing it's probably better than cleaning toilets. So it's like, well, you got a decent job. Why go to leave that job for, a terrible job of cleaning toilets? Not so good. So that said, I might, and again, this would have to be one-on-one coaching. So I'm just going to throw it out there, not just for you, but for anyone listening, and you can kind of contextualize it to your situation. If I would consider, I'm not saying you should do it, we'd have to talk more, but just I would consider, if I was still cleaning prior to transitioning from job to no job, to transition out of cleaning, because I don't want you to, that would be my first priority. If we were working together, not that you couldn't quit your job and go full time, but my first priority would not be that. My first priority would be get you out of cleaning, so you're absolutely an entrepreneur. You happen to be in the business of cleaning, but that's not what you do on a day-to-day basis or ever, right? You run your business, and then I would be more into, okay, let's leave the job. That said, if you're like, no, I got to leave, I want to leave for whatever reason, that's fine. I'm going to try and do both at the same time. So I'm going to do my best to be like, hey, 30 days from now, and that's why we walk through the clean profit method. So not just you, but everyone out there, if you want to transition out of cleaning, go to growmycleaningcompany.com, check out that video. We can talk to you about the process of getting out of cleaning. But my first and foremost goal would be stop cleaning. Second goal would be to quit my job. So if you're gonna quit your job today, we got to figure out how to get you out of the field cleaning like stat. How many hours are you cleaning a week?
I'm putting in a good amount, 30 to 40.
Okay, so that's that's two employees, right? We don't want to have
right.
Yeah, you don't want to. It's tough to find somebody that'll do what you. And that's crazy, by the way. You're working. So are you working a 40-hour day job?
Yes.
Good Lord, man!
I work in a medical field.
So do you just sleep never?
I got a good desk job, and people think I'm crazy for wanting to leave. But again, I do see the bigger picture of not working, like you're saying, and sitting back at eating some, drinking on some cocktails, and having the business run for me.
I love it.
I had to do the groundwork to get it established, and I just can't do both right now. So I got to figure out a way where I can get to not working, but it is what it is right now.
Let me give you and Cleaning Nation another encouragement. When I was young, a lot younger, when I was like 20, my last job I had was I sold cars, and I sold for a really good dealership. They did the right thing. It wasn't one of these scummy places. It was a good place, and there was guys that have been there 20 years, and they're making, I'm 22 years old. I think I was making $50,000 a year, which back in the 90s was to me is a big amount, right? I was born really poor, so I thought I was so rich. And there were guys that have been there 20 years making 120 grand a year, and we'd work, 40. It was a good job. It was fine. And I remember as I was there, all the old guys come around, oh, Mike, this is This is a bad job, right? You got to, because we had to work like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we'd work nights, and then Tuesday, Thursday day, and then it's switch. So, because the dealership was open until 9. So there's a lot of like nights, and you guys just like, I miss my kids growing up, and I never got any real skills, and I'm stuck at this job because I can't go do anything else, right? Like, I've been doing this 30 years and I'm stuck. Get out of here. You shouldn't not get out of here, but this isn't for you, right? This isn't a good career. So I listened to him and decided to go start my own business, just like you, a cleaning company, a Service Master franchise. So I told them all, hey, I'm leaving. I'm going to go start my own business. And let me tell you what they said. Congratulations. No. Are you crazy, kid? This is more money than you're ever going to make. Why would you leave? This is the best job you had. What are you, stupid? So it's funny. And I say that to encourage you if you've got people in your life going, what are you thinking, Everett? This is the best job you're ever going to have. You're never going to do better than this. Those are the same knuckleheads that, we say this job sucks and complain. And when I go back 20 years from then and was extremely successful, those guys were still there making good money, right? $100,000 a year, whatever. It's not a bad, it's not that their life was terrible, but I certainly never regretted leaving. So don't let other people, not just you ever, but Cleaning Nation, if you've got people in your life going, that's a good job, don't leave it, that's crazy. Those are just guys or gals that are afraid to do it themselves. And if you go do it and succeed, it makes them, feel bad about what they've done with their life. So just want to encourage you, Everett, those people that say, what are you, crazy? This is a good job. Oftentimes don't have your best interest in mind. They have their best interest in mind. So we'll take that in consideration.
I appreciate that story. I definitely appreciate that story. I was motivated.
Yeah, good. I'm glad, because the best part about it is true, right? I wish I could say I was making it up, but it happened exactly like that. This is the worst job. Get out while you can, young buck. Don't be old and stuck here. And then I'm leaving. What are you leaving? You're crazy. This is the best job you'll ever find. Like, were you not here 2 weeks ago when you were, yelling at me how to get out of here? I don't know what they meant, but anyway, all that to say, so let's talk about what the high dollar stuff is, right? So the big key is let's get you out of cleaning as soon as possible. Everything I say, don't do any of it until we get you out of cleaning. If you're working 30, 40 hours a week, that's literally just 2 hires, okay? Just 2 hires. So that said, let me give you the 2 things that you can make the most money on in the cleaning business. This is for most everybody, certainly under $1 million, maybe 2. Once you get there, you should have these already done. But the first 2 things you need to do to really transition from I'm a cleaner with some helpers that makes a couple bucks to I'm an entrepreneur that owns a business are 2 systems. And once you've got those systems in place, you really are a business owner. 1, a system, that system's not Everett out there hustling, but a system that attracts, not chases, the right customers to you. So each one of those words is perfect. So a system, right? Not Everett hustling. And a lot of guys can grow, especially on the commercial side, a couple $1 million business just because they're charming and charismatic and they hustle, which is fine. If that's all you want and you don't mind working all the time, do that. But if you want to not have to be there, well, then if you're the only one selling and you want to go to the beach, who's selling, right? But if you have a system that attracts, not chases, attracts the right customers being key. You don't want to just attract a bunch of knuckleheads. Those are easy. But a system that attracts the right customers to you, that's half the battle. And that's obviously we go over the clean profit method more than we can cover here. But that's where I want you to focus your time, Everett, is creating a system, not you hustling, but a system that attracts, not chases, the right customers, not just anyone, right? So you want to pick a niche, find out what their pain is, and create a system to bring them to you. I'll give you guys a hint, a little insider baseball. My system is I do free coaching for people on the air, and you all listen to it and then come to me and go, can I give you money for more coaching? And sometimes I say yes.
Right.
So this would be a great example of a system that attracts the right customers, right? If you don't own a cleaning company, you probably don't listen to this podcast. If you own a cleaning company but don't want to grow your cleaning company, you probably don't listen to this podcast. If you listen to this podcast, you probably want to grow your cleaning company, i.e., you're a great customer. And I don't chase you guys, you come to me. So that's the kind of systems that we want. I'm not saying you have to do a podcast, but that's an example of what you want to do. So step 1, create a system that attracts the right customers to you, whether you work or not. And I know you go, well, you're working right now, you're talking to me. That's true, but I've created 300 of these. And let me tell you, if I wanted to start from the beginning and just release the one from number 1 again, you guys would never know. I could go to the beach and that would be fine. Or I could record 20 of these on a Monday and then take the rest of the month off, right? So it's still a system where I do have to put some time into it. But once I've created those, people call me from podcasts I did years ago, and they still work. So that's the system. The second system you need is a system to attract, not chase, the right employees. And again, this is something you definitely want to have a system for. So many people put this off, and it's like, well, I used my brother's uncle, and we got a referral, and I have an ad in Craigslist, and when we need people, we put out more ads, and then we forget, and blah. And it's not a system. It's just hustling. Oh crap! Somebody quit, or two people quit. We better go. Everyone sound the alarm. Get the employees. Blah blah blah. And then we kind of crank up the employee machine to find folks, and it's really stressful. And then we get a couple, and then we go, forget about all that. Back to chasing clients, and we forget. And then it's just a big circle of running back and forth between, oh my gosh, I got a bunch of clients, I need employees. Oh my gosh, I got a bunch of employees, I need customers, and not having a system for either. So if you take the bulk, if not all of your time, not cleaning, not chasing, but creating systems to bring the right customers and employees to you, you will never regret quitting your job. If you just hustle, you can still grow, but you'll have to keep hustling. And when you want to stop, you'll notice your business stops growing, and that can be frustrating. Before we hit the lightning rounds, any questions, comments, or pushback?
Hopefully you can elaborate on what is the right customer.
I can, but I won't. Moving on. No, I'm just kidding. It's Friday. I'm feeling frisky. So the right customer, great. And I wish there was just like the right customers, car dealerships. Go get them. But it's not the case. The right customer is really a personal thing. So first and foremost, we got to get your goals, right?
Okay.
And then we've got to figure out. So again, this is all in the Clean Profit Method. We cover it in depth, but I'm going to do the best I can in 2 minutes because I do want to hit the lightning round and give you a chance to share. For me, if I could pick one thing in a customer, it would be pain, which everybody misses. Everybody goes for money or big buildings or random stuff that aren't the right thing. The right thing is pain. So if you talk to a bunch of chiropractors about their cleaning, and they'll go, yeah, I don't know. We had the same guy. I don't know who does it. It's fine. I don't know. That's hard to sell. The only way you can sell is I'll do it cheaper. And even then, they're not that interested. If you talk to somebody that's like, are you freaking kidding me? This is the 9th time I've had to talk to my janitor. I'm losing customers. I'm ready to literally punch that guy in the face if he comes in here. I'm so freaking. I've had 3 cleaning companies that all suck. I'm ready to go nuts. This is I can't believe how much headache I have to put into dealing with it. Whoa, now we got the right guy, right? If you talk to a bunch of people, whether it's so pain. If you're residential, you also need money. Well, it doesn't matter if you're residential or commercial, you need money. Most commercial places have the money. Some residential people don't. So you can't talk to poor people or renters that have pain around cleaning but don't have any money. Those are tough because you can't help them. So pain first, money second, and then enough of them, right? If you find one bowling alley that's got a tremendous amount of pain, and there's just one of them, and that one bowling alley is not going to meet your goals, that is not big enough. So, pain, and then secondary is money and size. All right, that said, let's hit the lightning round because I've been talking way too long, and I want to make sure we get some of your genius onto the worldscape with this podcast. So I'm going to ask you 3 quick questions. You're going to give 3 quick answers. Before we do that, Cleaning Nation, again, I want to take a second to invite you to go to growmycleaningcompany.com. A lot of the